Hey guys, B here, or Blanca. It's been a little while since I posted anything, but I wanted to share a little bit. This is my 4-year-old Atalia, my 5-year-old Tristan. He's not naked. He's got underwear on, but he's very self-conscious. This is what it's like having a 4 and 5-year-old. Welcome to my world. Ew, that's gross. I just wanted to share a little bit with you guys today.
And I want to do some funny stuff.
The main reason I started this channel at first was to have fun with my kids, and then they wanted to have less and less to do with it, and then I decided to turn it more into getting awareness for my medical conditions, to see if there there's anyone out there who could possibly help me, guys. Now, I don't know how to edit. I've mentioned this before. I don't know any apps on iPhone that can help me to edit. I'm not technically savvy, and I can't use my computer because I'm on my side, and you'd have to kind of go like this, and it's just awkward. And because my right hand's deformed, I'm unable to write and things like that. So what I wanted to do a shout out to Big Guy Appetite, who I got to speak to this afternoon. To him it was tonight, last night, him and Diane, and it was really nice getting to speak to someone live. And it's really strange because I never, guys, do you mind? I never thought that watching mukbangs would help me. I'm going to kick you guys out. Stop. I started watching mukbangs because I thought, what a bizarre thing to film yourself eat. And then I came across Nikocado Avocado and Chelsea Lynn and her character. She plays Tammy. Guys, you're hurting me. I'm so sorry, guys. This is my life. Kids that don't listen. And they can continuously hurt my spine because of my bone growth. So anyway, I turned it more into an awareness sort of thing, and about my story, because I have a very interesting story. I was adopted at age 11 from Colombia, and I started watching Big Guy Appetites and his Mama Appetite because the recipes and stuff like that, it's empanadas is a word that I've been trying to think of for 20 plus years. Oh my god, I'm sorry guys. And last night, which I believe would have been, what's today, Sunday, been Saturday morning for B Loves Life, she posted a video about Puerto Rican food, and they had empanadas. And I was like, that's the food that I had when I was in the foster family for a year. And I can distinctly remember the flavor, the corn on the outside, and the crunchiness, and the juices from the shredded beef. It was just incredible. But the most interesting thing about watching mukbangs, and it's really weird because you wouldn't think so, like I can go for weeks without eating. Stop. I can go for weeks without eating, and I really have to force myself to try and stimulate my esophagus so it doesn't start spasming and blocking food and hurting me. Get out of my room, please. No, go. Because you're not listening to me. Neither of you. You're not listening to me. What was the rule?
Okay.
No, what was the rule? After I have a shower, if I come to bed and you're not both settled, you go to your own bed.
It's touching.
Okay. As you can see, I get listened to very well. Now, out of watching these people eat, I found that it's encouraging me to try harder to put things in my mouth and trying to eat. And in the last 2 weeks, I'd say my food has increased by about 3/4. And in saying that, I don't eat a lot. Like for dinner tonight, I had 2 teaspoons of pasta salad and about 3 mouthfuls of silver side or corned beef. And that's really awesome for me because about a month ago, I was able to literally have nothing through my mouth. No water, it was all through my NJR tube. So the hope is that if I keep encouraging that I won't have... Charlie, out. You already broke it.
Do I have to go?
You're encouraging her. This is where it sucks, guys, when I can't edit, because all this stuff you don't really need to put up with. And I'm sorry.
Can I be
But
in the video?
no. You're being silly. So I wanted to give a big shout out and thank you to Mama Appetites for doing the recipe she's doing, because it's really encouraging me to... I wish you could write them, have them written in writing underneath the descriptions after the live feed, so that I can actually photograph the recipe and then get my husband to try it, because these are foods that I haven't had authentic, really good Latino Mexican food since I was 11 years old. And the closest thing I've ever had was Taco Bell in Los Angeles. And that was my favorite restaurant. Every time I went to America, I was like, LA, got off the plane, in between flights, went to Taco Bell. And they just brought Taco Bell to Australia. And it is absolutely disgusting. Tastes nothing. And I mean nothing like the American version. It is... I was so devastated. I came out of hospital and I was just like, I want to try and eat. And my husband said, what do you want to try? And I said, I want to try Taco Bell. And we went there and I took like one bite and I vomited. It was just absolutely disgusting. The nacho cheese that you have in America is not even comparable to what we have here in Australia. And we have, instead of Burger King, we have Hungry Jack's. You get the crowns and you get all the same food and stuff, but our Macca's differs from yours in the US. I found that when I tried a McChicken hamburger in Kansas City, Kansas, the sauce was really different, and I really liked the one in Australia. But that's because that's what I got used to from age 11, and I'd never had takeaway before then. Guys, get out and go to bed. Get out and go to bed, please. I don't want to yell because my tube is in my throat and it's very irritating.
Why do both of us have to
Because you're both not listening. Close my cupboard, please.
I'm not
No,
listening.
you're not.
I'm listening right now.
Out.
Both of us?
Out.
Both of us?
Out. Close my door and lock it, please.
Wait, we both have to go?
Yes. Lock my door and close it. Sorry, guys. I wish I knew how to edit. It's just... It's not something I know how to do. So, if there's someone out there that knows how to do it, that can write in the comments and explain probably step by step how I can do it on an iPhone, that would be really amazing, because I'll take a screenshot and then just keep trying the steps and things like that. But for the... Out! Go! Close my door and look at Tristan. 1, 2. Do you want to get banned from my room? Put my light back on, please. Don't be rude. Welcome to having a 4 and a 5-year-old. They act more like teenagers. Lord. And now you're going to hear the tantrum. That's my son. Not my daughter, that's my son. But I think the most important thing is that no matter what hardship you're going through, and believe me, there's a lot of horrible stuff going on in this world, there's always, you've got to keep in focus that there's always someone else worse off than you. And yes, I can't sit. Yes, I can't walk very far without passing out. You know, yes, I can't write because my hand is damaged beyond repair. And I've got benign tumours in my body. I've got bone growing in my spine. You know, I've got this condition that no one has heard of. No other case in the world has heterotopic ossification of the spine. They have it on the hips, and only 200,000 people worldwide are unlucky enough to get it. And I just happen to get one that nobody else has. So if I can get it out there and get my voice heard, that, you know, there's no cure, there's no treatment, and eventually my body will turn into bone and my movement will cease, and my life will end. My organs will shut down and I will die. Now, I got told 15 years, but I got told I would never conceive and I would never have kids. I never, ever believed it, because I used to dream that I would have 2 blue-eyed babies. And it's strange, because why would you, a Latino, have 2 blue-eyed babies? Like, there's no other blue-eyed babies in your entire bloodline. But I dreamt it, and I vividly saw 2 blue-eyed babies. And long behold, I'm the only one in my family, in my bloodline, to have 2 blue-eyed babies. And it's, you know, don't ever give up. I strongly believe that the Lord has put me here to help others, whether it's to spread the message that don't give up. Like, I know it's easy for me to say it, but it's not really, because 3 weeks ago I was in so much pain and felt like such a burden that I attempted suicide. And I was very, very close to dying. I remember being in the ambulance and like going in and out of consciousness, and them like hitting me on my chest, rubbing me on the chest, to the point where I had a big bruise here, and I've still got a lump there where they kept rubbing to keep stimulating my heart, because my blood pressure was dropping so bad, and I was basically dying. And so they had to keep stimulating my heart. And, you know, thankfully my husband got me help before it was too late. And if there's anything I learned from that experience, is that I let my emotions and the bad thoughts get on top of me. And, you know, the feeling of being a burden on my husband, because when we fight, it gets brought to my attention that, you know, no one else would be with me, that no one else would put up with me with all my, you know, he has to drive me to my appointments, and, you know, I feel like a burden because I can't drive. I spent $80,000 of my insurance money on this stupid car with the faith and belief that I'd be able to drive, and then my condition got so much worse that I now literally live on my side, as I've said in previous videos. And I hate asking my husband for anything because he's a gamer, and I just don't like. Sorry. I lived from the age of 4 on the streets, raising my sister and my brother. I relied on no one but myself, and now at the age of 38, I have to truly rely rely on my husband, even my son sometimes, to help me have a shower because I'm at risk of passing out. And it absolutely sucks. And I pray and I wish that there was someone out there who could help me, but the only way that would happen is if some amazing, generous person donated enough money that I could get a care flight where I could lay down in like an ambulance or a plane, and a doctor wanted to do trials to see if they can reduce this growth of bone in my spine so that I could be more mobile. I could at least be able to sit down and drive again. But it's hard because my kids, they always want me to play with them and they want me to do stuff like that, and I can't. I'm very limited. And it really sucks, but watching B Love's Life and watching Mama Appetite and, you know, Nikocado Avocado and Chelsea Lynn and her character, she plays Tammy, Trailer Trash Tammy, it puts a smile on my face and it gives me hope to try and not give up, keep trying to eat, even if it's little handfuls of sunflower seeds, you know, or guys, I'm sorry about the noise, my kids are going nuts, of candied cashews. You know, I have to chew them and chew them and chew them until they're very fine and drink it with water. This past Friday, today, it's now Sunday, 8:17 p.m. in Australia. Guys, I'm doing a video. Gosh. I'm doing a video.
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna stop now because I'm gonna get yelled at, so I'll do another one when I can, guys. I'm sorry. I hope you're all having a great time, and be positive, be positive, be positive. Anyway, hopefully I'll do another video following on to this. I've just got to go and deal with these guys. Alright, love you, bye.